One of the things that disrupts our iman is we ultimately forget where we came from. We forget that we were a small alaqa, clot. You know what's alaqa? If you just do this, the alaqa will go away from you. So tiny and so small that microscopes have to see it. And it's in a place that really is very vulnerable, the stomach of your mother. So that alaqa, it lives for 9 months, it grows into Nutfa and mudgha and so on and so forth, as you know the ayah. And it lives in a very difficult condition. It's not like it's in a fortress or some strong place. It's not. It's in the stomach of another person. Then through all that infant is born. So it's not an easy process. Yet you still survive. And you come out of your mothers, may Allah have mercy on all of them, and you come out in a very weak state. You can't even clean yourself. Someone has to come now and clean you. And they have to clean you so gently that if they're rough with you, they could really kill you, harm you in a very bad way. So you grow up in this state and Allah still allows you to survive. You become a toddler, a little kid, spinning around and running around and disrupting people. Which, alhamdulillah, it's not a bad thing. Kids, that's what they do. But you do things that adults wouldn't dare do. You climb up on top of refrigerators and on top of counters and on top of cupboards and on top of many different things, and you fall off and Allah still allows you to survive. You enter school, alhamdulillah, you become a student. You go through elementary school, you go through middle school, and again, you face some very interesting consequences, and still Allah allows you to survive. And yet, now that you're big, you have the audacity not to pray. You have the audacity now to insult your mother. After everything everyone else has done for you, you have the audacity now to open that big mouth of yours and deny Allah's revelation. Where did you come from? Alaqa? Ya alaqa, where did you come from? Did you give birth to yourself? But now you're big and strong, and you think that the world should just listen to you. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wa Rabbul Alameen, He is the Lord of everything that exists. So we have to know where we came from. That we're just a little alaqa. Even before that, you were two cells that met each other. So my advice to you, first of all, is to remember what are you made of, and who are you, and what did you come from. Even before that, you were dust. Turab. If you have dust on your soap now, you'll just dust it like that, and that dust can go where the wind takes it. That's you. That's me. But we become so big and think that we're so special that we can now disobey Allah as we want, and disobey Muhammad ﷺ's sunnah as we want. Because what's going to ultimately happen to you is that you're going to go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will undoubtedly do that. Now, one of the things that the youth really need to focus on is their salah, this issue of salah. Kids say, we get tired. Can you imagine if Allah gave you everything? What happens if one day Allah decided to be tired of giving you? And He just shut the oxygen off for, I don't know, 10 minutes. How many of you would be here? 0, none of you. 4 minutes is probably the longest you can go without oxygen. Or what if Allah decided to not make it rain for a year? Or to make it rain consistently for a year? I mean, 40 days and 40 nights was enough for Nuh alayhi salam, his people. Or what if Allah decided to remove something from you? Who do you think gave you your eyesight? Who do you think gave you your hearing? Who do you think gave you the ability to disobey? Subhanallah. You couldn't even disobey unless Allah allowed you to do so. So what if Allah got tired of giving you? How dare you say I'm tired for that? One sister sent me, and Jazakallah khair, my sisters, wallahi. She sent me an amazing thing, and it shakes me every time I say it. How do you expect the legs that don't carry you for salat to carry you into Jannah? Honestly, you're too tired to pray. You can't afford not to pray. You can't afford not to do it. Because the one who you're praying to actually gave you the ability to know who He is. One of the people that will be under the arsh of Allah, under the shade of Allah on a day where there will be no shade, is the boy, the girl, the child who worshipped Allah when they were young. You have time, inshaAllah. Maybe you have time. What more would you like? $1 billion, $1 trillion, build big nice houses and nice cars. May Allah bless them for you if you have that. Alhamdulillah, in halal, we can take whatever we wish in halal. But don't make it first. You know, I asked my daughter, Hafsa, I wanted to test her. And I said, Hafsa, I'm giving you the choice of 2 houses. She said, okay. I said, the first house you're seeing in front of your eyes. Everything in it is beautiful. Big, nice swimming pools and beautiful jewelry, nice cars, beautiful furniture, beautiful things hanging on the walls. And it's so beautiful. But one day you're going to leave that house. You will leave it. And on top of you leaving it, no one's going to tell you when you're leaving it. So I asked her, I said, okay, so what about, she asked me, what about the second house? I said, the second house, you haven't seen it yet. But it's told to you, it's described to you by someone who never told a lie. And he told you that that house is more beautiful than this house. And you'll never be thrown out of it. You'll stay there forever and ever, and the longer you're there, the more beautiful it becomes. But you don't have it now. You have to wait for it. Said, Ya Habibti, which house will you choose? She said to me, only an idiot would choose the first house. Only a fool would choose the first house. So what is my advice to the youth? To be mindful of Allah wherever you are and make your choices wisely. You can be in one of 2 places. You can be Ashabul Jannah or Ashabul Nar. You can be in the Firdaus, or you can be in As-Sa'ir. And we ask Allah to allow us to make those choices that please Him, so that you can enter us in amongst the true celebrities, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his companions. Those are the true celebrities. And they finish their lives with taqwa. Their footsteps are there for you. Do what they did, inshallah you'll get what they have. وذلك ما عندي وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.